Mukesh Ambani was born on April 19, 1957, in Aden, a port city in Yemen. At the time, his father Dhirubhai Ambani was working there as a petrol station attendant before moving into the textile trade. His mother, Kokilaban Ambani, managed the household and took care of Mukesh and his siblings, Anil, Nina, and Deepti. The family lived modestly, but Dhirubhai's ambitions were enormous, setting the foundation for what would later become one of India's greatest business empires. When Mukesh was a young child, political instability in Yemen forced the family to move back to India. They settled in Bhuleshwar, a crowded neighborhood in Mumbai. They lived in a small two-bedroom apartment, far from the luxurious lifestyle that the Ambani name would later represent. Mukesh attended Hill Grange High School on Pedder Road, along with his brother Ant. He grew up watching his father build Reliance from scratch, a small trading firm that would one day become a multi-sector giant. After completing his schooling, Mukesh studied chemical engineering at the Institute of Chemical Technology in Mumbai. His academic curiosity was matched by a practical sense of business, something he learned directly from his father. Dhirubhai often took Mukesh to visit the factory floors and understand the processes behind textile manufacturing. He believed education should go hand in hand with real-world experience. Mukesh absorbed every lesson, from supply chain logistics to the importance of customer trust. After graduating, he was accepted into Stanford University in the United States to pursue an MBA. There, he was exposed to global business thinking, technology, and management systems that were far ahead of their time in India. But in 1980, just a year into his program, his father called him back home. Reliance was setting up its first large-scale manufacturing unit, a polyester filament yarn plant in Padoganga, and Dhirubhai wanted Mukesh to take charge. Without hesitation, Mukesh left Stanford and returned to India. That decision marked the true beginning of his business journey. Under Mukesh's supervision, Reliance expanded its operations from textiles into petrol. He quickly gained a reputation for being methodical, data-driven, and deeply involved in every technical detail. Where Dhirubhai was known for vision and daring, Mukesh was known for precision and execution. Together, they created a powerful balance, a mix of entrepreneurial instinct and scientific management. By the mid-1980s, Reliance had transformed into one of India's fastest-growing companies. It became the first Indian company to raise money from the public, giving rise to what the media called the equity cult. Dhirubhai's dream was to make Reliance a company owned by ordinary Indians, and Mukesh played a key role in structuring that dream. In 1986, Dhirubhai suffered a stroke, and Mukesh, still in his 20s, was thrust into a leadership position along with his younger brother Anil. Mukesh focused on operations and manufacturing, while Anil handled finance and communication. The duo drove the company's expansion through the 1990s, diversifying into refining, plastics, and power. Mukesh's technical background proved invaluable as he spearheaded the development of Reliance's massive petrochemical complexes. One of his most ambitious undertakings came in the late 1990s with the Jamnagar refinery project in Gujarat. At the time, it was the largest grassroots refinery in the world. Many doubted it could be completed on schedule or within budget, but Mukesh proved them wrong. The refinery was completed in record time and went operational in 1999. Its scale was unprecedented, capable of processing over 600,000 barrels of crude oil per day. Today, it remains one of the largest and most complex refineries in the world, refining both heavy and light crude and contributing billions in annual revenue to Reliance Industries. The refinery project cemented Mukesh Ambani's reputation as a visionary industrialist. He had successfully moved Reliance beyond textiles into the heart of India's energy infrastructure. During this period, he also began focusing on vertical integration, controlling every stage of the value chain, from raw materials to finished products. This approach became a hallmark of Reliance's business strategy. In 2002, Dhirubhai Ambani passed away without leaving a formal will. The loss was devastating for Mukesh personally and left a leadership vacuum within Reliance. Disagreements between Mukesh and Anil over control of the company soon became public. The feud led to one of the most high-profile corporate splits in Indian history. In 2005, their mother Kokilaban intervened to broker peace, resulting in a division of assets. Mukesh retained control of Reliance Industries Limited, including the refining, petrochemical, and oil businesses, while Anil took charge of the telecom, entertainment, and financial services arms. Many saw this split as the end of the Ambani dominance, but for Mukesh, it was a new beginning. Free from internal conflict, he could now focus entirely on building the next phase of Reliance. Over the next decade, he diversified Reliance Industries into retail and telecommunications to sectors that would redefine India's consumer landscape. Reliance Retail was established in 2006, starting with a single store and expanding rapidly across India. Today, it operates thousands of stores nationwide and is India's largest retailer by revenue. But the real game changer came in 2016, when Reliance launched its telecom arm, Jio. At the time, India's mobile data prices were among the highest in the world, and internet access was limited. Jio entered the market with a bold strategy, offering free voice calls and extremely cheap data. Within months, millions of Indians switched to Jio, forcing competitors to slash their prices or shut down entirely. It was a digital revolution. Jio became the fastest telecom network in the world to reach 100 million subscribers, and within a few years, it had crossed 400 million active users. The impact was transformative. Affordable internet reshaped India's economy, opening up digital education, entertainment, e-commerce, and fintech to a population that had previously been offline. Mukesh Ambani was no longer just an industrialist. He was now a digital pioneer. Under his leadership, Reliance evolved into a technology-driven conglomerate. He also attracted major global investors. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, Jio Platforms raised over $20 billion from investors like Facebook, Google, and Silver Lake. These deals not only strengthened Reliance's financial base, but positioned it as a key player in India's digital future. Mukesh also pushed heavily into renewable energy and green technologies. In 2021, he announced Reliance's commitment to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2035. The company invested billions into developing solar, hydrogen, and battery storage solutions. It was a strategic shift from fossil fuels to clean energy, signaling his awareness of the changing global landscape and India's need for sustainable growth. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, with a net worth exceeding $100 billion, according to Forbes, Mukesh is known for his disciplined lifestyle. He is often described as focused, humble, and deeply private. His wife, Nita Ambani, is heavily involved in philanthropy through the Reliance Foundation, which focuses on education, health, rural development, and disaster response. Their children, Akish, Isha, and Anit, have taken up active roles in the company, leading Jio, retail, and energy divisions respectively. Mukesh's vision is to ensure Reliance's leadership transitions smoothly to the next generation, keeping the business family-driven yet globally competitive. Over the decades, Mukesh Ambani has received numerous awards and recognitions. He has been ranked among the world's most powerful people by Forbes, Time, and Fortune. Reliance Industries consistently ranks among the top global companies by market capitalization and profitability. In 2023, Reliance became the first Indian company to cross $250 billion in market value. Mukesh's leadership philosophy is often described as patient and analytical. He believes in taking calculated risks and building long-term value rather than chasing short-term profits. He is known to immerse himself in every detail of his projects, whether it's refinery engineering or digital product design. His management style reflects both the traditional Indian business ethos and the modern principles of global corporate governance. Outside of business, Mukesh is a sports enthusiast and the owner of the Mumbai Indians, one of the most successful teams in the Indian Premier League. Through the team, he has promoted sports culture in India and supported young athletic talent. His philanthropy extends beyond sports. The Reliance Foundation has funded hospitals, schools, and rural infrastructure projects across the country. In recent years, Ambani's focus has shifted toward three major goals: digital expansion, green energy, and globalization. Reliance Jio continues to develop 5G infrastructure, cloud computing, and AI platforms, while the company's energy division is building gigafactories for solar panels and batteries in general. International partnerships with firms in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and the United States reflect his ambition to make Reliance a global technology and energy leader. Even as he approaches 7 decades of life, Mukesh Ambani shows no signs of slowing down. His strategy has evolved from industrial expansion to digital and environmental transformation, aligning Reliance with the world's future priorities. Analysts often compare him to figures like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk for the scale of his vision and the reach of his empire. Yet Mukesh maintains his characteristic low-key demeanor, rarely speaking in public and preferring to let results speak for themselves. In 2024, Reliance's consolidated revenue crossed $100 billion, and its net profit reached record highs. Mukesh's leadership has made Reliance not just India's largest company, but a symbol of what is possible when ambition, technology, and discipline converge. His journey from a small apartment in Mumbai to the top of global business rankings embodies the spirit of modern India, bold, resilient, and forward-looking. Today, Mukesh Ambani remains one of the most influential figures in the world. His impact reaches beyond business, shaping how India connects, shops, and now, how it moves toward a sustainable future. Through decades of change, he has stayed grounded in the same values that his father taught him: hard work, integrity, and a belief that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things with determination and vision. As he begins to pass the torch to his children, Mukesh Ambani's legacy is already secure. He transformed Reliance from a textile trader into a global powerhouse spanning energy, telecom, retail, and technology. His story is not just about wealth, but about transformation of industries, of society, and of the mindset of an entire generation of entrepreneurs. From the dusty streets of Mumbai to the towering heights of Reliance's headquarters, Mukesh Ambani's life tells a story of possibility, a story that reminds the world that innovation and perseverance can change not just fortunes, but entire nations.